You're doing 3v3 stuff today?
No, today's the defense page.
And of course, here we go, starting another lunch stream, and I have the dumbest people on the planet.
Hi!
Because they just talk, they don't look at time.
Time is just a
You know what? I'm going back to bed. Finn, take over. Bye. I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Pork.
No!
Pork.
I am definitely not in the mood for that shit, so you made me cuss. No.
All right.
No. And before you even say anything, Finn, no. Golly. I'm sitting there, I'm getting ready to start the stream, do my normal intro, and then everybody wants to jump in. Yes, Finn, we are doing 3v3. We're talking about it because we're getting ready to start, and I thought that would be something nice to talk about maybe. We're going to do a roster review, and we'll answer questions. If you have questions, go in and throw in your questions into the channel, and we'll scoop them up. And by we, I mean me, because I'm doing all this extra stuff because...
Yeah, watch the language, Ranger. Big Dog just said watch the language.
Oh, really? Finn... Well, then you, Big Dog, come kill Finn.
Hi.
Stupid Finn. Ruining our professional stream and stuff. But yeah, give us a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe. Check out our Patreon. And we will talk about the ACS stuff here in a little bit. So, glad to have everybody in chat. Glad to see you guys all there. Again, I can't emphasize this enough, guys. Really help me help you guys. If you have a question, make sure you put question in front of your statement. It's going to help me scoop it up. I missed some yesterday, but they didn't put question in front of the statement. I can't go back and read every single comment that you guys are making. That's helped us separate out your questions. So, with that being said, let's introduce everybody. Dr. Finn Medicine Woman is here. Okay, next off, we have Dana Descent also joining us.
Yay! Afternoon, everybody.
See what
or
I did
evening,
there?
or morning, or whatever it is.
Yeah, it could be morning.
It could greetings.
Be big people from all over, right? We got people from Europe, Australia, Japan. It doesn't matter. We're glad to have you here. Oh, Alchie wants to hear the pickle. There you go, Alchie. There's the yelling pickle just for you. I hope that brought you happiness in your life. Also joining us, we've got Grim the Mechanic.
How's it going?
Yes.
You know, we're going to have to make the Yoling Pickle one of the panel members.
Well, I mean, that goes without saying. Yoling Pickle, what are your thoughts?
Yoling Pickle needs his own introduction.
It is what it is. It defines reality. Also joining us, we've got the Stoner Jedi himself.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Are you out in nature again? I'm hearing birds.
I'm on the porch. I'm about to go inside.
Man, do you have like a crap ton of trees around you or something? Because every time you go outside, it's like 900. It's like the jungle.
It's like an episode with David Attenborough.
That is.
Yeah, it's like you get a fresh breeze of nature every time you step outside.
In its natural habitat.
Ouchie says she think I can go back to sleep now. Yay!
Yodelay.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yodelay.
Yeah. The Yelling Pickle.
Dude, that's gonna be like an epidemic tonight.
Oh my god. So, yes, Finn, I like to put new stuff in the RSG title, so because the stuff we know we're going to be discussing.
Oh, I know. I just didn't know we were discussing 3v3 because it's still on the join thing.
I know, but I figured what we could do is like go in and set up some teams ahead of time, and then and talk about them. So I figured this would be a good day to do it. All right, so we got all that done. We just, what's going on in the game? That's the same old. People are still trying to get Revan. We got territory battles, dark side territory battles going on. So good luck to everybody on those. It's day 3 coming up. So the first couple days are always easy, but the day 3, that's where things start getting interesting. You got the 3v3 Grand Arena coming up, so we'll talk about that and just normal wear and tear of the old grind of the body, which is Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. All right. We've got a roster review to do today, and let's get to it, shall we? What do you say? Okay. We are doing P. Consorte's profile. Or P. Sorte. PC Ansorte. I'm just gonna go P. Consorte because that's the best way to say it, I think. And they are in Who's the Boss? Hey, shout out to Who's the Boss. Oh my god, the theme song popped right into my head as soon as I saw
know,
that.
mine too.
Oh
Charles in charge.
We faced them in Territory Wars a couple times too, actually.
I know, but
that was a good show.
that's not the right show. It's a
Wait, but how can if you're asking who's the boss?
That's what
Charles is in charge.
that's what
Charles is always in charge.
yeah.
I know.
But that's with Ted Danza's younger brother, Tony Danza.
Yeah, it's the one with Tony Danza and Scott Baio.
No,
They're raising Alyssa Milano inside of a farm.
No. Finn, if you don't know what you're talking about, just stop breathing for a minute.
Is that
or
the
two.
one with Val Bacon?
No, that's the one
Only with the one special guest appearance.
Ted Danza's younger brother, Tony Danza.
Okay.
Val Bacon made a special guest appearance with Danny DeVito when they were diving taxis.
Sure.
That one.
All
That was a
right.
special episode.
All right, so we are doing. Let's get back to what's important, the roster review, and let's see what PC would like today. And
Well, I'm guessing he doesn't
Everything.
do as he has missed some arena matches. 'cause-
well, we'll see here, but we're gonna go through the
wow,
arena team.
171 with a decent.
Arena team raid, tips on farm, ships, and mods. So pretty much everything. Okay, well we can do that. Let's look at his arena team. He's running the right team, but let's yeah, I'm seeing some stuff already. We gotta look at
His mods are on his arena characters, but he doesn't have high speed secondaries on speed set. That is where he is lacking.
Is that where he's getting?
A lot?
I mean, his Revan's 304, which is pretty decent.
Mm-hmm. He's not modded incorrectly, but what happens is he is not running a speed set on Revan, and that's largely because he doesn't have a lot of speed secondaries. So, that's going to definitely be something that you want to work on. It's going to be, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how that's going to work out, because if you are going that route where you're not, I mean, essentially he's just using his best mod at each slot because he doesn't have speed set.
Yeah.
There's not much else he can do. He's modded about as best as he can. So yeah, it's just going to be a matter of getting speed sets on speed secondaries on speed sets. It's the unfortunate
Yeah,
situation.
so
but-
PC first suggestion is we got to do some farming on some speed sets. Either getting those speed sets, gold 5s, purple 4s, those kind of things where you can try to get some just speed sets only, and see if we can try to get some rolls and slicing done on those to get you some better speed secondaries. But even then, you can still. I think that's what's killing him, Finn, is that he's probably doing his matches right. He can win because you can win. If your Rev doesn't go first, you can still win. But I think he's dropping so much and staying at the rank he is, possibly because he's just getting attacked. People see that speed and they're like, and go.
I mean, it's possible that that's what they're doing, but I mean, he has a 6400 special offense Grandmaster Yoda, so he's fine there. He has it's kind of the same deal with Bastila. Bastila has a bunch of speed on her, but she doesn't have a speed set, so he is at he has plus 116 speed on Bastila, but it's without a speed set, so he's utilizing some other sets and not really getting a bonus out of it. So you have that. His Jolie is not modded for health. His Jolie is modded for speed. So that is probably going to be
we need to change that up. Jolie is, you want speed secondaries, but you want a lot of health protection, things of that nature.
And his Kenobi is fine. His Kenobi is modded with defense sets and one health set. He has 82,000 protection. So I mean, he's fine on Kenobi. It's probably Jolie that's giving him the biggest issue, because once Jolie dies, right, like the whole team slowly will fall apart. But if you can keep Jolie up, and that's why you need a large health pool, then Jolie, you can just keep on healing him with calling him to assist, and I'm blanking on the name of Revan's blue buff, but it's strategic advantage. And I mean, you can call him with Bastila if you really need to. If he's getting low on health, you're going to have lead the charge with Kenobi. All of these things can give extra heals to Jolie. So I think you need to remod your Jolie. That's the main one. I'm not too concerned about the other one. There is a lack of depth with speed sets, speed secondaries, but I mean, we need to look at your Jolie.
So we got some work to do there, my friend, on there. So I think that's one of the biggest things that can help you. Looking at your ship arena, I like your lineup and your. I don't have any main issues with that other than you're running it under Executrix, but you're doing okay. You're staying in between 21 and 50, so I don't have a lot to say other than maybe. Let's look at where your Chimera is. I'll go to ships first just because I want to look at his Chimera, where it's at.
He needs to look under doing a Chimera because he doesn't get a lot of target
Chimera.
locks in that starting lineup, so it's going to...
You need to switch to Chimera, and I think even then, you'll do a little bit better, but unless you have the MILF lineup, it's hard to... They're everywhere, and you can beat them, but they can really easily beat you. And I hate MILF, but I'm farming for it. Well, I have put it on pause because now I'm working on other stuff. But yeah, so it looks pretty solid on ships. We'll come back to ships. So let's go back to his characters. We talked about his arena. We talked about some of the things he needs to do for his arena team. Some good-looking characters done in here, but let's just start working our way down. He was really talking about arena teams. I'm so sorry.
Well, the arena team is fine. He needs to remod Jolie. That's
I'm sorry.
Raid.
That was the next one. Let me look. Yeah, Raid. And then who to farm, and then mods overall review. Okay, so let's talk about your main characters you're going to run. So let's talk about... You can pretty much run... Good lord. The Renko raid you should be having no issues with, nor should you be having any problems with the Heroic AAT. We really want to get you bang for buck for your Heroic Sith raid, right? So... Because if you can do well there, the other two raids are not a problemo. So let's talk about Phase 1. Resistance is where it's going to be at. Wait, what? Did I hit the right thing? Wait. What? No! No! Finn!
Thank you very much, big dog.
Hey,
I know.
thank you. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, it's taken a lot of my family members, big dog. My father, aunts, uncles, my mom's had it, almost killed her. So yeah. F cancer, F it to hell. I swear.
Yeah, and then let me just mention that since he brought it up. So thank you, big dog. On Saturday we're doing a 12-hour live stream to raise money for the American Cancer Society. The links to where you can donate to the American Cancer Society are in the description. You can either donate through the Tiltify or directly to our American Cancer Society page. We're getting close to our 15,000 goal. So anything you guys are able to donate, huge help to us. So thank you again, Ted.
Shout out to you, Big Dog 720. Finn, we do not have JTR.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we have the characters to get JTR. Finn, yes, Ray. I'm going to go to Scoundrels.
He doesn't have the veterans.
Ah! No.
Well, maybe he's like, the other people that don't want to get the whore muffin.
You have to get her, though. She's a poor face, man. Come on, man. No. Listen. Pillars are important. They really are. So, yeah. Veteran Smuggler Han and old veteran Chewbacca. We got to start working on them.
GMY lead for phase 1 then?
Yeah, that's probably what he's looking at. I mean, he could do Revan, but
then
if he wants to do Revan in phase 2, then he probably wants to save Grandmaster Yoda, right? But
so that really throws a wrench in the old works there. So
Where's Bounty Hunters?
well,
he doesn't have the other ones. He has Bosk, Boba, and Dengar, and 88 is Gear 11. He has a 7-star Zam and Cad Bane and Greedo, but Embo is 3-star, Aura Singh is 3-star, Jango's 4-star.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think phase 1, you're kind of waiting.
Yeah, we're in a holding pattern here. If you want to do better raids, you got to have these pillars in place in the Heroic Sith because they make a difference. I mean, the best team by far. I mean, Xyla, you can talk about this. You run JTR and have done videos on it. What's the team you run in phase 1 that gives you those big scores?
So right now, like my max is like 7.4, and it's JTR, BB-8, R2, C-3PO, and Trooper. Basically, the concept obviously is the same, but without a healer, you're kind of relying on JTR's first special that gives the assist. It also gives foresight too as well. So what I like to do right away is I like to give 3PO one of the assists first, so that way he gets foresight right away. He doesn't get the AoE hit on him, or any of his cooldowns reduced or anything like that. And then he kind of spreads the confused buffs a lot faster onto Nihilus if you can't get those 3 buffs on him right away. And then the same thing goes with R2. Like I kind of use R2 as the magnet for that team, since he has a lot of he's modded for a lot of offense and crit chance, and he's got a good base health steal. So when he's using the AoE burn, it's kind of helping build his health back up after he takes the damage from the annihilates. And then again, using the special from JTR to give her foresight, and then use smoke screen to like hide him from any damage and any AoE damage as well, so he can build his health back up. It works really well, and again, you can get anywhere from easy 4 mil to 7 mil, so it's a good team to run. It's consistent damage too as well.
Yeah, the other team is going full resistance. JTR, Scav Ray, Resistance Trooper, BB-8 R2. That team consistently does high damage. Some people take out one of those and put Hermit Yoda in, so you get the heals and the assists and things of that nature. There's a lot of different combinations, but the thing you have to have the most is you have to have JTR. So we got to start working on that, bud. PC, we've got to start working on it. So first farm priority is the veterans. I know it is a sucky farm. So
that's pillars. It's a must. Yeah,
it's a must, man. Oh,
I still don't have. I'm still working on veteran Chewie. That's the only one I'm missing. But his node has the worst drops in the freaking game, dude.
Yeah, you just got to suck it up and do it. Yeah, we all went through it. But you got to live in the now, Graham. Get that damn veteran Chewie done.
I'll start back up on him after I get Jedi Knight Revan.
And then gear them and use them. They're quite handy too. They're not amazing tunes, but they're solid tunes. And Chewie is quite handy with the smash on the head, stun you, take away your buffs, gets rid of and stuff. So if it's working up, utilize what you're farming.
Yeah. So that's one priority for farm we got to work on. The next team is phase 2, and that's your Jedi Revan team. You're good there. You can get good, really high scores. It's Jedi Knight Revan, for God's sakes. Just go in there and ruffle stomp. I like to put Hermit Yoda in there myself. I don't know how you guys feel, but I like Hermit Yoda on that team. I mean, you're really not going to die. Instead of Jolie, I put Hermit Yoda in and just go in there and get just beat the crap out of Scion.
But the best scores you want to go in at the end of phase 1 as well, don't you?
Yeah, your most ideal is like 5% left.
Definitely.
But most people are getting such big scores now in phase 1 that just doesn't happen. So I've reserved myself to be like Damn it. All right, phase 2. Let's just go.
So phase 2, I go Revan, Bastila, Jolie, and both Yodas.
Yeah,
And,
perfect.
Potentially,
You can do that.
You can push past the in-range a couple turns too, as long as Jolie survives. And between the 2 Yodas and spreading foresight and re-spamming the Master's Training, because I have both Zetas on Hermit Yoda, it's so much fun just pushing them. I've gone 5 turns past in-range, and the most I've scored is 13 mil. So it's always fun to see the higher damage you can get in there.
Yeah. Now, before we get to phase 3, I want to talk about Night Sister phase 4. You do have the team that's a really good job on your part, PC. So really, you're in a good spot with raids. Night Sister phase 4 is perfect. You want to go Saj lead with Tals and Daka, Zombie, and Talia. Now, your Zombie's only gear 8. You will get a much higher score if you can get your Zombie higher gear. It's just a fact, main. You want to be able to get the ability that Zombie gets. So just get her to gear 10. She's gear 8. Get her to gear 10, and she works just fine at gear 10. And really, Talia, Daka, Talzin, Asajj is really your moneymaker there, because she is really just laying pain there. And you don't even have to try, and you get 2 million. You don't even have to try, and you'll get in the millions. So if you're actually focusing, you get super high scores, because you're dropping plague everywhere. Asajj is doing her thing. It's beautiful. Now that's in the beginning of the phase. If you get to like later in the phase and try to use them, your score will be about between 1 and 3 million, because you just, like, say you go in there just to face Scion. Not as many ads. It just doesn't pop as much. You're not getting as much, plague, but you still can get a really
Can't remove his turn meter either.
Yeah, you can't remove turn meter like you can Nihilus, so it makes it a little bit harder, but you can still get. I've gotten 2 million doing that, so try to get phase 4 in the beginning to get a big score. You can do tons of damage with the Night Sisters. Now, for phase 3 for the raid, we want to talk about, we've got Chex Mix, and what teams do you use for Chex Mix? Xylo. Well, Dana, you do the Heroic Sith raid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you participate? You run the Heroic Sith raid, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What do you like to use for phase 3? Great leader of your guild.
I don't do phase 3.
What do you... Dana Descent.
Dana.
Actually, dude, usually phase 3 is over before a lot of us get a chance to even hit it.
Yeah, we get through the raid really fast. So
I
if I'm
know.
lucky, I'll get in, and I'll get into phase 2 and get like a decent run in, and then I'll hit phase 4. But I usually skip phase 3.
If you were going to skip phase 3, who would you want to run?
Oh gosh.
Told you I'd get you back for all that porking you've been doing to me. That's right. Put you on the spot.
Speaking of which, hey Ranger, you got the yodeling pickle, right?
Yeah.
So somebody off the wish list just got me the pickle rake Funko.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness. Pickle Rick.
I'm pickle rake.
So can I bail Dana
No,
out on
you
this?
can't, Grande.
Yes,
You can't. No, there's no lifelines here.
Wait a minute.
No, there's no lifeline.
Can she-
Grande, you just
can
don't
she
get to
phone
come
a
in here.
friend?
Yes, I want to phone a friend.
Well, no.
Wait, please.
No.
Okay.
No.
Man, Big Dog is. Hold on, really quick.
What?
Big Dog is.
What?
So
What happened?
Big Dog is saying that he'll match all donations to the American Cancer Society up to $50.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Very nice. Thank you, Big
That's
Dog.
Wow.
very nice of you, Big Dog. So if anyone
Big
would like to
Dog.
donate,
Right
again,
now.
the links are in the description to the Tiltify and the American Cancer Society page. If you guys would like to donate to the American Cancer Society, go to the description, hit the Tiltify link, or go to the ACS page. If you go to the Tiltify, we have a lot of fun things you can donate to in making embarrassing me by having to dress up a porg and stuff. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much, Big Dog.
Now, Dana.
And
Nice.
my tattoo thing is up now too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
For those who are interested in
Yeah, well, we might as
helping
well talk about
decide
that too.
what's going to be on my body permanently.
Oh. That
Yeah.
just,
What are our choices?
yeah, what is the choices?
It is 3PO, R2, Boba, Slave Leia, and Fulcrum Ahsoka, and the top 2 I will get tattooed in May.
Slave Leia.
Dang. I'm thinking Ahsoka.
What about
Slave Leia, or Boba Fett, or you
Yeah.
know what, or a lady Boba Fett.
What?
Or how about Boba's
We
vet?
don't.
A lady Boba Fett.
No.
That would be epic.
No, let's stay on target here, folks. Slave Leia. All right.
I have seen some good
No,
female
Is
cosplayers.
that just Boba Fett with an unfortunate smelting incident?
Oh.
It should be Boba holding the chain with Slave Leia.
Oh, that would be perfect, dude.
Yes.
Boba Fett with the chain.
Underneath this,
Oh,
and underneath
that
it says, "I always get my target."
He has a little bubble above his head. And he goes, "Later, I'm going down to the Sarlacc pit."
That's. I don't know about that, Grande. He fears the Sarlacc pit. It's nothing but horrible memories for him as he was digested slowly over 1,000 years.
We are totally distracted from the roster review.
I know, because that's what Grande
All I'm
does.
saying is,
So,
that would
Grande,
be
what do
an
you
epic-
No, we're not going to Grande. I want to hear Dana's viewpoints on some of this
Sorry,
stuff. So
I
I
tried
want
Okay,
Dana,
so-
take your time. If you're going to
Fine.
recommend a team, and I know you do this because you run a guild. If someone says, Dana, I'm new to the guild. I want to do good in phase 3. What do you recommend?
Okay. Well, I guess I would say maybe Chex Mix with Chewie,
Oh,
or CLS Han, Chewie, Pow, and or I guess CLS Han, Chewie, Pow, and Death Trooper.
okay, very
Great
nice.
team.
That's a great team.
Tell them a double Z to their Aura Sing and run bounty hunters.
You could
Yes,
do that.
with
Shakalaka.
Nest.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, with Nest,
Thank
yes.
you.
Mm-hmm. You
Or-
could do that.
Or I'm just gonna tell you, troopers do great in P3.
Yeah, Range Trooper's the man.
Yes.
Oh.
Regular old troopers do great. I'll tell you, here's another one that does great in P3 for me. Is my crew team does really good, believe it or not.
Yep. Yeah, get like 2 mil on that one.
Yep. Also, my has-beens, my also ran bounty hunters, right? So after I'm done with like an Aura Singh type team and Bosk, my next bounty hunter team, that's my has-beens seem to do pretty good. Believe it or not, I've had pretty good luck with with an Old Republic team that's Karth with Mission and Zalbar and Juhani and Herheini, yeah, Herheini and Canderous Ordo.
Okay. And then, so those are some of the things you need to work on for the raid. Now, not having JTR, that's a priority, my friend. I'm looking at your roster just in general, and you've got a lot of the pieces here. Let's check out how your Old Republic's doing. Yeah, not going to be getting the old Darth Revan. And that's okay. Not everybody is, and that's fine.
He'll probably end up getting him on the second run.
Sure.
His name's Kevin.
It's Darth Revan, you heathen.
Kevin.
Heathens. Just all of you.
What is this? No.
I know, right?
Name's Revan.
I only call the true
Darth
Revan.
Revan. Well, you still,
because there is no others.
You can still acknowledge Darth Revan. He did do a lot of wonderful things for the galaxy. He slaughtered billions, Grim. He started the Star Forge. He cut off Malik's jaw. There's a lot of positives there that we can latch onto.
Yeah, the true Dark Lord of the Sith.
That's true. But then he became Revan, which is the version I like too. But we have to acknowledge, we don't talk about the Jedi Knight Revan garbage, but we can talk about the Darth Revan time period because it was pretty cool. All right. And then
I still like Darth Malgus more, though. Personally.
Oh, everybody has a favorite Sith, sure.
True dark side.
I won't have any problems if someone said Darth Bane. I'm like, yep, pretty cool.
Darth Bane.
I don't have any problem with that whatsoever because they're all really awesome.
Darth Talon.
Tulak Horde, another favorite of mine.
Yes.
And then let's talk about, we've kind of covered everything here, his roster and stuff. One thing we got to look at last is we got to look at these mods. Finn, you've been kind of looking through it. Besides speed, is there anything else you noticed on the mods?
I mean, overall, his mods aren't bad. The problem is he's not able to maximize all of his speed because he doesn't have a lot of speed sets, right? So he has a lot of plus 20 speed secondaries. There he has, what is it? It looks like 11 plus 20 speed secondaries, right? But there's only one of them on a speed set.
Yeah. These are pretty solid speed secondaries, actually. But there's some more slicing he needs to do. There's a lot of blues and purples. So you need to continue your slicing, but we've got to farm these.
Well, and then you got the events that come by every couple of days that give you like mods. You got to roll all those mods to look for those speed secondaries, because I've found even recently after mods 2.0, you know, I found some plus 20 health mods from the challenges. So
yeah, we got some work to do on the mods, and the cool thing is you can do both on the same day. PC, you can spend one round of your energy on slicing the mod, getting the materials right. You get materials from the events and other things that go on, and then farming speeds and anything 4 dot and below. Just a big dog 720 said, "Make Dana talk more." All right, well, I'm going to shut up now.
Oh my god.
Dana, take over the roster review. I'm done. I've been voted off the island with money.
No. I'm not qualified.
Oh God. I run a guild. I'm the most social animal ever and the best. But when it comes to being on RSG, nope. Oh, Dana. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's your big thing. We got to start farming those speed sets. Look for those specific speed sets in the store. Nothing else. Don't waste your money on anything else that I mentioned previously early in the roster review. And let's start doing some farming speed sets. Anything 4 dot below, just sell. Don't even bother. And any of those 5 dots, roll them, see what you get. Even the gray ones, it doesn't cost a lot to roll mods now, and you may just hit some speed on those that you maybe can slice and start getting up. So people ask like, how do people? Phelan just donated $5, and he says, "Oh God." Thanks, Phelan.
Pork.
Oh,
pork.
God.
By the way, really quick.
Pickle.
Pickle Rick. Okay, I just got an email. So we have a donation to the our ACS page.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
And I just checked. It's someone that's anonymous, and they donated $20.
Hey.
So that actually brings down our lightsaber giveaway. So now instead of when we hit 13,700, it is now at 13,680. I'm adjusting that milestone. So thank you.
Oh. Thank you.
Oh, as a reminder, Dr. Finn, while I'm thinking about it, make sure you bring lots of medical tape and stuff to wrap my ankle.
Oh, I thought you were going to say to bandage me after you beat me.
No, I don't care about you. You can lay there bloody pulp on the ground.
I've been conditioned now for that.
Yeah.
Like big bandages. Oh, God, I'm going to be in.
No, just some medical.
It's like, I'm ready.
Yeah, something to wrap my ankle with. I just make a note of that. So when we're down there early in the morning, I'm like, Finn, wrap me.
Full of Red Foreman.
Yeah, because I'm going to need it. Oh, Lord. All right.
Some of Dana's cellophane covering her tattoos.
Just what you do, Ranger, is you punt Finn so hard that he wraps around your ankle. That way you don't need a wrap.
I don't want him touching my body for that long. Damn it, Finn. Damn it, Graham. Damn it, all of you. All right.
Yeah, damn it, Finn at Grim.
Hashtag I blame Finn.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, wow.
Big Dog is just
Big Dog's on it.
Today.
Yeah, he's on a roll, man. Thank you, Big Dog. Matching Phelan and Anonymous.
That's awesome.
But yeah, if you guys want to make donations, just go to the Tiltify. You can go to the Tiltify link, put the donations there.
Yeah, Big Dog. If you're doing these for the American Cancer Society, yes, please make sure that you go to the
Tiltify.
Tiltify or the American Cancer Society.
It goes directly to them.
YouTube.
Yeah,
and
it takes months before we'll ever see it. So yeah, so. YouTube. Let's not get started on that. Yeah. Let's not open that.
We got a $20 donation to the Tiltify page.
Oh,
from Hellenix.
Yay!
Yeah. So thank you, Helenix, and he donated to a challenge. Let me see what he donated to. Hold on, and reload this. No, why, Helenix? He donated $20 to me dressing up a porg.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Way to go, Helenix.
So my
Making
challenge.
Huey happy.
I know. My challenge to dress up the porg is now at 345 out of 750. Just. It's like almost halfway there to me dressing up a porg when we go to
We're
dinner.
halfway there.
There's a whole group of people that are running like either the 5K, the 10K, or the half marathon. It's like a whole get together of everyone from the American Cancer Society, and I'm going to be dressed up with a wig with glitter and rhinestones and a dressed up porg. This is awful.
That's amazing.
It's called inconspicuous.
That is amazing.
Yes, I'm going to just blend it. Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen.
No, what's gonna happen, Finn, is you're gonna have a bunch of kids coming over to you wanting your autograph and take pictures because they'll think you're one of the people that works there.
Oh, we just got another $20 donation from Walter
wow.
Arnold.
Well, hey.
And he donated to Boba Fett being Dana's tattoo.
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you.
Finn,
Yes.
Finn, just tell everyone there that you're Sylvester Stallone's mum.
You know, what do you mean? You know, I'm just saying, you know, Dr. Finn, my mom, they do things together. I don't like it, you know, it's crazy.
So Ranger, can you do Sylvester Stallone's mom's voice?
No, because I've never heard it, you know, don't talk about my mom, you know, just saying.
All right, really quick so we can wrap up the mods for PC. P Consorte. So your mods, again, the biggest problem is that you're just lacking speed sets. So it's hard to go.
Yeah, Big Dog, we can get you
speed
squared
on a
away.
lot of
I'll get you squared away, Big Dog, don't worry.
Yeah. And so the issue is that obviously we're going to have to try and speed up your characters the best we can with just non-speed sets, right? And it's fine. I mean, you got a decent speed on your Revan to the point where you're 305 on your Revan, right? So it's not that you can't get good speeds on it. It's just not going to be, you're missing out on basically 10%, which is an additional 15 to 16 speed. I think on Revan it's actually 14, if I remember correctly. But you're missing out on that extra speed just by having that set bonus. But your mods, I think, are in the right place, except for Jolie. Jolie, we have to get rid of that speed set, and we need to put your fastest health set mods on him and try to get his health at least over 50,000. That would be kind of the first benchmark for your Jolie. So you get him fast, you get him with over 50,000 health. If you can get him with high protection, that's better. But, oh, look, it's Mike. No, it's Grande.
That wasn't
Grande, you
Grande.
son of...
Grande's traveling. He's chasing after the chickens. So
Guys, found another chicken! Oh, guys!
You also have a lot of mods, again, that I call tier 1 mods. And tier 1 mods are mods that have a chance of hitting 5 in parentheses speed, right? So you see that number in parentheses at the end of the mod. That's how many times it got hit as you were trying to level up the secondaries. And so tier 1 mods are mods that go along the path all the way up to a 5 next to that. So it's a gold 5 mod. And in order to do that at purple, you have to have a 4. At blue, you have to have a 3. And at green, you have to have a 2. So you kind of work up the chain, slice, and that you hope that you can get it. You have some blue 3 mods right now. So they're on the track for gold 5s. So they're tier 1 mod. You have a circle on Scion. You have a circle on Jedi Knight Anakin. You have a circle on Old Ben. You have a square on Old Ben. You have a square on First Order TIE Pilot. You have a triangle on Tebow. And I mean, you can go through it. You have a lot of blue 3s. You don't really have any purple. You have one purple 4 on C-3PO that unfortunately didn't hit very well. You got 16 speed after 4, which means you average only about 4 speed per. So not the greatest thing, but you can still get it to 20 speed potentially if it hits again. So I would slice up your tier 1 mods first, right? And try to see if you can get those gold 5s. Again, thing that you're lacking is speed set.
Yep.
A lot of the stuff that we're talking about right now are health sets and those kind of things, but the health sets are exactly what you need for Jolie, and that's why I'm pointing those out. You have a lot of health potential with some of these mods. You have some other ones too. You have some potency. You have a crit damage. I mean, you have some decent mods kind of standing around there. But I would work on slicing your tier 1 mods, starting with your blue 3s. And you can do your blue 4 on 3PO too. Yeah. But start with that, increase your mods, and then take it from there.
All right. Well, so that's our roster review for you today, PC. If you have more questions that you have about your roster or anything we said, you can hit us up directly in our Discord, or you can message us directly in Discord. It doesn't matter who, just pick one, me, Finn, doesn't matter. And we'll be more glad to answer your questions. Always available for that. Finn, how does someone get a roster review from us?
Simple. Head on to the RSG Discord. The link is in the description. Just PM me, Finity. Send me a private message. Tell me that you want a roster review. Include your GG page. And when you send that to me, wait for me to respond that you are in the queue. If I don't respond within 24 hours, just message me again to make sure that I added you.
Strike
to the queue.
him violently.
Miss the messages. And then you can just message me until you get that response saying that you are in the queue. And that's it. Then the wait right now is about a month or so. It's about 4 weeks. So as your roster review gets closer, like within about a week or two, I will message you. I will schedule a specific date for your roster review so you know exactly which lunch hour your roster review is happening on. And then you kind of take it from there.
There you go. Alrighty then. Let us begin getting back into the game we all are addicted to. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. There's not much more to say about
Before you start talking about Galaxy Heroes, but Borderlands 3 got confirmed today.
Big Dog just donated another $20. Says matching Dana's tat donate. I want Jar Jar. Oh no!
Oh no!
No, that's not on the list. No, I would never do that to anybody ever. No, no, that's no. Oh God!
I don't know what Grande is.
Yeah, Grande.
We got another $5 donation.
Jar Jar.
We got a $5 donation, and it's from Fallon, and it's to Dana's Tattoos, and he donated $5 to Fulcrum Ahsoka.
Yay!
That would be epic.
There you go. So,
but yeah, if you guys check the new Borderlands teaser trailer on Gearbox's YouTube,
well, someone said that there's a new.
There is a shift code hidden in the Borderlands 3 trailer that'll unlock a special edition costume in Borderlands 2.
I think someone just said that there was a new episode 9 poster. I'm gonna look for this.
Yeah, I saw it.
They dropped a lot of stuff today.
Silverbolt asked about that.
I'm gonna pull it up and see if we can share that.
Okay.
Wait, where is it?
I see.
Yeah, I think I can find the link for you because I was looking at it a little.
I have it.
Oh, you have it? Okay.
I do.
You got a link? Put that in Zoom for me there, hon. And the chatty chat. Let me see. Anybody?
Oh, I actually just have this. I have the image. I don't have the link. Sorry.
It's kind of freaky. I have to tell you. I looked at it and it was kind of creepy.
But this is unofficial. This is not.
This is a leaked poster. Yes. But yeah, when you see this, it's kind of bizarre. There's a lot of weirdness.
Well,
in this one, you'll see the one in particular that's a little weird. But let's see. Did we get it?
I'm looking for.
Talking of a little weird, I've got an original Fiat 500 behind me at the moment.
I mean,
I swear it'd fit in my boot.
Okay.
Let me see. Right. I'm looking for it. Give me a second.
I put the link in Zoom.
You put the link in Zoom? Oh, I got it. I've got it here. Okay.
Yeah, so there's a few interesting things about that, so.
Oh my God. All right, let me get this link and we'll look at it here, everybody. So, no, I don't
Kipper Snacks question, who does the RSG taxes?
That would be me. That would be me.
Yeah, that'd be Ranger.
It's not fun, let me just tell you.
Do.
All right, I'm popping it in here and then I'll share the screen again. All right, let's look at this real quick. Let me go back to here. Okay. Well, that's a nice picture of Ray. All right, so here's the new poster. Wait, is that C-3PO holding a bowcaster?
Yes. Is that not bizarre?
I love seeing the Knights of Ren on there.
But that Bowcaster 3PO completely threw me off when I saw that. There's also a new little droid with BB-8.
Yep. Mm.
And then there's a person that I don't identify behind Poe, right? We also don't see Rose Tico anywhere on the poster.
Well, maybe the girl in the purple's Rose Tico. We don't know.
It's possible, but
maybe she died, Finn.
Maybe. Then there's the woman in the back behind Chewie that looks like the assistant to Khaleesi. Can't remember her name right now. So we might get the Mother of Dragons somewhere in here. I'm just saying, there are all kinds of potentials here.
I mean, if this is unofficial, it's pretty damn good unofficial poster. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And the other thing is all the stormtroopers are red. I initially looked at that and thought they were Praetorian Guards, but they're not. They're just red stormtroopers.
Well, I think it's just the coloring of the image from the lightsaber making them.
Well,
red.
they have leaked images of that new stormtrooper red armor.
Oh,
too,
really?
so
Okay.
No, they do. But I thought I initially looked at it and thought it was Praetorian Guards, and then I looked at it again. I'm like, no, it's red stormtroopers.
God,
yeah,
the
I think
Knights of Ren
Kylo
look.
Ren reskinned them all.
And what the hell is that thing behind Finn?
I don't know. Looks like someone.
Is it a nerf?
God, I don't know.
Could be Rose.
Oh my God!
Ow.
Please tell me you said that without looking at the poster.
I just wanted to make y'all laugh.
Oh, the C-3PO with a bowcaster. What is going on?
Yeah, it looks like
3PO finally
Chewie's
becomes something more than protocol and etiquette. He becomes terminations. I am C-3PO, prepared to be shot in the face. Enjoy your day. Man, the Knights of Ren just look so pimp. I can't wait to see them in action. About that time.
Me too.
And God, imagine if they brought this into the game. The Knights of Ren.
Oh man, yes.
I'm digging this. I don't know if it's official or not, but just the imagery is pretty cool. So, all right, that's pretty badass. Gotta say, I'm digging it. A lot of speculation gonna happen from that poster. So, very nice. All right, back into our galaxy of heroes. This one. All right. Oh, Dana sent me the link too. Okay, thank you, Dana.
Doc Ariak. Yeah, that's the Nerf monster behind Finn.
All right.
We have a lot to talk about tonight.
Yes, so let's get to some questions, Finn. There's been a lot of questions. If you want to start doing those, and we can start getting them knocked out.
Am I doing them? Because
I have to do it. That's right.
I can get the first ones if you want.
No, never mind, Finn. I got it, Finn. I got it. Let me just do this. Let's see. Give me a second while I pull this up.
Really quick while Ranger...
It's not showing me the 27th. Why is it not giving me the 27th? That's weird.
Do you have to maybe log in again? It might have logged you out.
Oh, thanks, Finn.
What? If it logged you out, then you have to log back in.
I'll just refresh it there, buddy.
Yeah. That's science. No, mine's not showing anything from the 27th either.
Is it scooping it up?
I don't know why it's not loading. It looks like there's an issue with it. Hold on, I'm trying something here. Yeah, it's not picking it up.
Oh, crap.
It's okay. I've had the chat running for the whole stream.
Yeah, but I can't go back in and...
I'll try and grab them and put them in stream questions for you.
Okay. Just start scooping them all up and put them in there. So give us a second, guys, and we will get to your questions here. Ugh. All right, while we're doing that, I'll start running Darth Revan and GW. Just have something on the screen.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find the first question while I get everything else together. First question from Grim. Question for Mr. Pickle. What do you think of Darth Revan?
I'm not playing the pickle right now.
Why are you not playing the pickle? It's a question.
Shut up, Pickle! No!
Greatest pickle ever. Oh my god. Alright, Let me see if I can find the question. So that was the first one. Then we go to the next one. Doc Ariak question: do you see a 3v3 team beating Darth Revan?
Don't know yet. That's actually a good question. Xylo, I mean,
I've seen some film today. I mean,
what are some teams you would
it's-
recommend? I mean, besides the
On-
mirror match.
honestly, I mean, it seems like the mirror match is the only thing because I saw film today actually of someone running their 3v3 like arena comps, like Jedi Knight Revan, Jolie, and Grandmaster Yoda versus the new Triumvirate with Revan and the Sith Empire. And no matter who you went after first, everybody fully maxed you, by the way, both sides of the field, Darth Revan and Jedi Revan teams.
Mm-hmm.
If you go after HK first, you lose. If you go after Fallen Bastila first, you lose. If you go after Darth Revan, you lose. And it's like well, I think like 6 different attempts with all different scenarios. And then there's also like the same guy ran like CLS, JTR, BB-8 3PO. The YouTuber's name is Indigo swgoh, I believe it is. Indigo Gaming swgoh. Yeah. So he's got like a Jedi Knight Revan logo, and like the intro is some clips from Knights of the Old Republic with Darth Revan and everything. So it's a good channel too. I mean, like if you go check it out, the video's probably about like 4,000 views right now too, and it's only been up for the last 24 hours. So it's some good content too as well.
All right. So we got questions coming in now. We're getting them. So bear with us, guys. Nightbot decided to take a dump on us. So let's see. Link question: I have 3 Zeta. It's a while till Jedi Knight Revan returns. Should I use them on Zalbar mission? I already Zeta Karth and plan on Zeta Crew once the Finn Zeta is refunded. Those are all really good Zetas. What do you think about Zalbar? I did the one on mission, but what do you think about the one on Zalbar?
I like Mission 2. I mean, like he's probably gonna end up having to do Karth. You know, not just for
he already did.
the
He already did Karth.
Okay. Well, I say do Mission just to kind of give that team the extra boost and damage output, right? Like you can still make Zalbar survivable without that Zeta. It just gives the defense an extra 20%, I believe. So it's a good Zeta, but it's just a filler Zeta. Like I would honestly, if you're saving for Jedi Knight Revan, you're gonna be saving for Darth Revan too. So that's 6 Zetas alone right there. So it's always a good thing to have a couple of Zetas in your back pocket, especially after this event passed and how we were preparing for it. I'm going to go with the same kind of concept myself.
If you're doing the Zeta Karth team, I would actually say that you want to go with Juhani second after Karth. Because
it's more survivable.
Going back and forth between Zalbar and Juhani. Like, that's the team, right? You don't have Vandor, Rez, Mission, and Zalbar like you did with the Kira team. So with the Karth team, you're getting the survival with Karth's lead, plus you're now going to be switching taunt back and forth between Zalbar and Juhani, and you're going to let Canderous and Mission just keep on wailing away at him. And so the second Zeta I would actually say to do is actually the one on Juhani, so that she does the healing. She loses a little bit of viability, and we discussed this when Juhani's kit came out, that at skill 7, her ability is kind of But once you put the Zeta on her, like the losing of the taunt and then going back into stealth, and then she gains recovery, like that's really what makes Juhani useful. And so I would actually do Juhani second after Karth, and then Zalbar for the same reason, right? So you can increase the survival of your tanks, and then you can do Mission, and then you can do Canderous, who I think is probably the 5th amongst those, because the crit damage up is nice, but he still does so much damage without it that it's not that.
So if there's just 2 different ways you could go there. You could go, if you want to go more defensive, go Juhani after Karth, and then if you want more offense, Mission, it depends on your gameplay too and how you like to play it, right?
Yeah, but I would say Canderous is definitely last.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, and then also another concept too is like if you're using it on offense and defense, right? Like, it can be a good team to get you, full 60 banners on offense, or it's a good team on defense no matter what, right?
All right, next question here. Gav P question: Ranger Piper picked a pepper yodels. How many yodeling pickles did Ranger Piper pick? 1. The answer is 1. No more, no less. No more, no less. Gappy question: what is the best 3v3 Zeta Karth team? That's a good
Karth
question.
Mission Zalbar.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you.
I would actually go.
You could
with
go that.
Karth,
You can go.
Ganders, and Juhani.
You could go Karth, Ganders, Juhani. You could go because you could go Kira Mission Zalbar for a 3v3 team. You know that could work.
That's exactly what I was thinking, actually. So the way I
could see Candace with the dots, yeah.
Yeah, so Karth, Candace, Juhani, then Kira, Mission, Zalbar, and then Stormtrooper Han, L3, Vandor, Chewie. That's the way I would.
Nah, I like the L3 on the Boba Fett, Jango Fett team. I've got a lot of defense.
I put Nest on that team. So yeah. Jango, Boba, and Nest.
No, I like to keep Nest on offense, but that team, both teams work really well. So that's the Nest.
The problem with the Stormtrooper Han, L3, and Vandor Chewie team is that it becomes ridiculously hard to kill any of them. Stormtrooper Han's leader ability with L3 and Stormtrooper Han, once he gets that, god damn, they're a team to
like
kill.
You need a piece that can ignore taunt. Yeah.
And then Vandor Chewie reses them.
Yeah. So if
you don't kill Vandor Chewie first, you focus on Stormtrooper Han, who's just going to keep on feeding turn meter, right? And then L3, who's just going to go over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then Vandor Chewie's just sitting back like, okay, if one of you guys dies, I got you. Don't worry.
You could go in there with just Nest, though, and go straight after Vandor. I mean, like, she ignores the taunts, so she gets right through all that.
You could, but by the time that you do that, I mean, you have a bunch of characters wailing on you.
True.
And
I mean, but Nest will ramp up her damage, too, and her health steal.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. Next question. Silverbolt question. Have we seen... Yeah, we did look at the poster there, Silverbolt, but thank you for the reminder. And yeah, he said, woohoo, Knights of Ren and C-3PO with the bowcaster. Yes, indeed. Ski Trooper question, how to split up bounty hunters for 3v3? Zeta Jango, Zeta Boss, Bubba, Dengar, Gear 11 Embo, IG-8 Zancad, Gear 11 No Greedo, or Aura. I like the Jango Boba Fett combination with L3. I mean, Boba, you can... Boba. Boss, you can go in with... I mean, who do you like to use with Boss? With your 3v3, if you're gonna put them on defense.
For me,
yeah,
I like Bosk, Boba, and what was it, Dengar? That was like the original 3, and then I go Aura, Embo, and Nest. So she stealths herself and Embo, and then by the time they get through the stealth and everything, they've already like filled the contract. So they're doing a lot of damage just between Aura and Embo, and then Nest is just standing there doing her thing. And then I also like, if I really wanted to split them up, then Django lead Zam and Greedo. So they got some thermal detonators, and they start throwing those thermal detonators right away, and Zam starts popping them right away. And then by the time you start doing some real damage to, Django or kill one of the sides, they'll fill the contract, and then they'll take off even faster.
Awesome.
All right, next question.
Actually, real quick before you get to the next question, the shift code that was hidden in the Borderlands 3 trailer is posted in the Borderlands 2 chat room on our Discord, if anybody wants to grab it. It unlocks a special skin for Salvador and gets you 5 golden keys.
All right.
Dang.
Next question. Leonardo Dima Culligan question: what kind of release do you guys think Darth Malak will be? Marquee, Legendary, or new raid? I don't think he's going to be a raid or a Marquee. I think he's going to be a Legendary. Yeah, I really...
Yeah, or no, I think Marquee, because I've seen so many memes already, dude. Like,
he's not going to be Marquee.
What is it? Everybody's like posting memes that are like, the team doesn't hold on defense, and then like I seen this one where it's like a picture of a lady dancing with Malik's head on it, and it's like CG's like, oh my god, it's horrible. But I was like, yep, that's what they're doing, man. I mean, like we were talking about it the last couple of weeks. I mean, Legendary, yeah, it'll crunch, for more characters, but I feel like if they do Marquee and they hold them for a while, like for example, B1 just hit the shipments and chromiums and everything, right? So it's going to be a couple more weeks before it even hits a hard node. So the Grievous rework seems like more than yesterday now at this point, right? And if they put Malik out right now with this team, like it'll just be a paywall meta. You know what I mean? Like it'll force people to spend right away on 7-starring Malik.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Give me a second here. Memento, poor favor.
Finn left for his meeting
Yeah,
too, by the way.
Yeah, that's what he does. Tilo Man 92 question for raids. Tilo Man 92 question for raids. What's a good phase for bounty hunters in first order?
2, I think, right?
Yeah, 2's really well.
2's like the standard bounty hunter team, right? Like for the Chewie event team, and then like what I do is I go Embo lead and Bosk as the 5th. It's like a big counter team, and when they fill the contract, they do like 7% when they do a basic on the max health target. So like the raid boss Nihilus, it usually does like anywhere from like 15 to 25,000, not counting the damage from the basic. And then like when they all AoE counter, they just smash them. I've done like 3 mil in that, and then like we were talking about with the Aura Sing team in phase 3, you can go with Bosk as the 5th, but then it kind of takes from the phase 1 team. The best 5th is a really tenacious Enfys Nest, and then some of your best attacker bounty hunters that are left over that you didn't use in phase 1. And then you always use Cad Bane in phase 1 too, because he's a support character and he doesn't get stealth from Aura Sing's contract. So, and plus he double taps on his basics, so there's a lot of damage. And yeah.
All right.
Also, I got a video for it on my channel if you guys like.
Okay. Shameless plug. Tangent Revolution question. I'm feeling a bit disheartened after saving and preparing for Darth Vader for so long and needing to use everything I saved just to get him. How do longtime players deal with that? We don't.
They put him under a trail lead and have fun.
Well, we don't know if that's so.
That's what they do.
Don't say that. We don't know.
Well, they did. Arnold and Mobile put out a video like a couple hours ago about it, and I mean, like honestly, I don't like the concept because like Traya cleanses ferocity, doesn't she? I mean, kind of defeats the purpose of the team.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay.
It still works though. I watched them bash their head against that team multiple times.
I know.
Well, I tried it last night, but outside of Traya lead, right? So she was the 5th, not Revan was the lead, obviously. And I mean, like she did her job, like she was the magnet, but like my Trey is even modded to counter Revan, so like she's made to take a mark. If she's not in the lead spot, she's definitely gonna die from like the second hit after mark. Like she's just super squishy outside of her leader spot, and then it defeats the purpose of running Revan in general.
Yeah, Tangent. I mean, you know. The only thing give it time. We're still looking at it. I mean, the final verdict's not in. You know, next week we'll have a better idea. I mean, I looked at the meta report last night. About 12% of people are using Darth Revan. I don't know. I doubt if that number is significantly going to go back higher. It could. We'll see what happens. Someone just noted to $25 to. The ACS, so
nice. Thank you, whoever did that.
It went by too fast. I didn't get to see, but it did pop a new up there. So thank you, whoever that was.
On Tiltify and look.
But yeah, we don't have enough information on what the team's going to be and that kind of stuff. So let's wait and see. But you know, it sucks because normally when you invest that much time and energy and resources and money, a lot of people spend a lot of money on a character as highly anticipated as Darth Revan. Whenever you do put that much resources into something, you expect to get a good product out of it in return. And there's varying degrees of what is considered good, but you want it to be, you know, I didn't want it to be more OP than Revan, but on the same par as Jedi Knight Revan, at least. You know, a really solid team. They give you 2 options, and hopefully they become up to the 3rd and 4th team, just to kind of spread out PvP and, you know, for balance sake. But that's not turning out to be the case so far, but there are still people testing it and working on it. So let's wait for a final verdict, Tangent. But if it turns out to be a fail, then you know CG's got to have to do something. All you can do is just wait.
I wouldn't consider it a fail. It's still a really good character. It's just not an arena. It's not Jedi Knight Revan. It's not as overpowered as Jedi Knight Revan.
But
and real quick though, the $25 was from Kayla.
Okay.
That's how you pronounce that name?
I don't know.
Chaela.
Yeah.
That's what I
Thank
would.
you so much for your donation.
Yes, thank you very much. But yeah, let's just wait and see what's happening. Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to add more Sith Empire characters here soon. So it might just be that they'll add the one that he's missing to make that team really kick butt.
Well, the thing is that they really need two things. They need a support character that can really help them. It ain't Sith Assassin. And they need a better tank than Sith Trooper. Sith Trooper just sits there like a bump on a log and does nothing. And it's too easy to get around. He is way too easy to get around. He might as well not be there, and he doesn't do enough damage. Big Dog 720 just donated $25 in super chat again. He said to match Dana getting Jar Jar. Let's go, baby. God, oh my God. Misa, happy you get the tattoo.
Jar Jar is not an option.
No.
The options are on the Tiltify website.
Yes.
You have to go look there.
Big Dog, we are not doing that to any human being on this planet, ever.
I'm surprised Dana didn't pick like Ness or something. Like Ness would have been a dope one too.
Well, she won't what she likes.
The two that get picked will be added to. I have more room on my arm than for just two, but we couldn't list all of the ones that I wanted to, so we had to narrow it down.
Sure.
But
aren't you about to do like a collage, right? Like it's gonna be
yeah.
one? Oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
All right. Leonardo Dima Calagon question: what's the counter to Darth Revan HK Bass of Fallen 3v3? We already talked about that already, so pretty much mirror match in. I'm having a tough time seeing what
Well, real quick,
I am gonna
go on this one.
Yeah, go for it.
So my opinion on this one, and I mean a lot of people have a different opinion on Jedi Knight Revan in general, off of 5v5 or 3v3 offense or defense, right? So if you put Revan on defense, you definitely got to save Darth Revan for offense. If you keep both for offense, I mean, I think you'll have a better chance of winning, like, efficient-wise, right? Because you get a lot of, like, health and protection regain, and if you go in there and your Darth Revan's clocked at a decent speed, you can take out a decent counter team. You don't have to go in there against Jedi Knight Revan. But, say, for example, if you go in there with, like, all right, if you go in and you compare rosters, right? If your opponent has the better Darth Revan, save yours for offense. If you have the better Darth Revan, put it on defense. And then make sure you save your Jedi Knight Revan and Triumvirate for offense for sure.
All right. Michael House question: what's a good team comp for Zeta Karth without Zalbar and Mission? TWGA. I Zeted him for the event, and I haven't had a chance geared Zalbar and Mission yet. I do have Ordo and Juhani gear 11. You could actually having Juhani and Ordo is really good. What would be two others you would for 3v3? That'd be great, but for 5v5, if you don't have Mission Zalbar, who would you go with?
Yeah, I like that for 3v3. Definitely, like Finn was just recommending earlier, because the idea of Canderous' lead is the dots, Karth lead, and Canderous is just dropping dots on his own like crazy. So if you're just spamming his basic and then using his AoE to reduce the turn meter at a right time, I think that would be your best bet. Even on an offensive comp too, like it'd be a good way to go in and get a full amount of banners. So if you're not too confident on them on defense, it's a great thing to keep in your pocket, right? I mean, going in it's like going in with troopers and walking out with 60 banners because they just ruffle stomped whoever they win against, right? So same concept. Canderous is just going to keep spamming his dots, and Juhani's going to keep drawing in, all the damage and everything and healing the team. So I like that one for a 3v3. If you're going 5v5 without Mission Zalbar, maybe you can plug in Barris. You got a lot of filler characters. You could put Wampa on the team too. If Wampa's a good solid piece that spams a bunch of dots and ramps his damage up off the dots too. So it's kind of more about just stretching your roster out. I've also been adding like Visa Smar to the team too. Visa Smar is actually a fun one. She's kind of finding a home there for me personally. So there's a lot of different ways you can go about it, filling like characters that don't have a home really.
Mm-hmm. All right, next question. Darth Teflon question: what are the mods for the tunes for the Sith Empire team? What are you kind of looking at for mods, folks, for the Sith Empire team?
I mean, I couldn't really clock Revan the way I wanted to because of his gear right now, but I went with like offense and potency with speed secondaries, and I mean like offense crit chance for HK-47, speed and potency for Bastila, and then I went defense instead of health for Sith Trooper because it's kind of helping convert that damage for the team too. And I mean, like, I ran Scion as the 5th mostly, so I kind of changed his mods up from crit damage to defensive too as well, so he can survive more.
But what about for HK and Bastila?
Oh yeah, speed and potency still for Bastila. You can even go speed and offense. She hits pretty hard too with that shock. It does damage to the other characters with shock too as well. So like I've done like AoEs with like 35k with some offense crosses and protection on the circle protection on the circle just to give her more survivability, and then HK crit chance and crit damage, or I'm sorry, offense and crit damage. Right. Or crit chance, excuse me. God, I'm all over the place today.
Let's see. Kazakagi too easy? Pickle? Question mark? Thank you. Oh my god. This pickle's just going to be the death of me. There you go. Doe Jason, the artist formerly known as Doja-san. Question. Oh, this is for Finn. Well, you may have to answer this one to Finn, but I'll read it out since you wrote it. With your tier system, Finn, what are your thoughts on taking a mod to succeed that has 3-star next to both speed, or 3 next to speed and offense? Would you prefer a tier 1 version, or would this tier 3 mod be okay? For offense and speed?
What's the speed is the real question.
Yeah, what's the speed? What's the offense? Need a little bit more information, but you can send that one directly to Dr. Finn because he's...
If it's like 15 plus speed, maybe, because you can always find a home for it later. Like, you're always going to slice more 60 mods, but like if it's like in the 10 under 15 ballpark, nah.
Let's see here. Next question. Shykin. Question, do you think they will release a new character with episode 9, Ben Swallow? What? Ben Swallow? Oh, no.
Yes, Ben Swallow.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Nathaniel Morgan, question. Why was Ranger so triggered in the comments yesterday? Because I can't stand stupidity. Here's the thing, guys. If you're going to make a comment and you're going to come after me, you better come correct. I don't mind taking constructive criticism. If you think something I said was wrong, then say why I was wrong, right? If you disagree with me, totally understand that. The one thing I will not tolerate is stupid-ass comments, and I will not tolerate disrespect. If you want to make a concise, coherent statement saying, Ranger, I disagree with you because of this. I am always... You can ask anybody that talks with me. I'm open to, listening. We here on the panel will argue passionately, but you never hear us we don't put each other down. When Granda makes a point, I don't say, Granda, you're stupid, shut the F up, get out of here. But I will argue with him. I have a point, he has a point. It's about respecting the point. If you're going to come into our comments and say, this guy's lazy, blah, 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 crybaby, and all this other stuff, then go to hell. Because if that's your argument, then you've lost. And I'm going to call you out on that stuff. Because if that's your only response, I mean, it's like, if Grimm makes a very awesome statement. He's logical. He's his facts, and it may be his opinion, but he's doing it in a way that you have to say, okay, I have to respect that. But my response is, well, he's a shithead. that
like
I
orbs
lose,
are awesome.
I lose
With barbecue
automatically,
sauce.
and I'm not going to put up with that. And if the guy wants to be like that, fine. I don't give a crap. If you want to make a statement in there, you're going to be. If you're going to come after me, you better come after me correct, and you better use facts and information. Everything that guy said was just wrong, and I hope he learns a lesson. And I called his ass out. And if he wants to come into the Discord, he is more than welcome, and we can talk about what his opinion. And I will respect that. I even put that in my statement that you had some really good points. Totally lost when you started calling me lazy and noob and all this other stuff. I can't stand that crap. And it shows that you're small-minded, you don't critically think, you don't have good statements, and you can't make a valid point without putting somebody down. And that's because your own ego and manhood sucks. So grow up. If that's your only response is to put down people because it makes you feel better, then I feel sorry for you. You're a sad individual. And I won't put up with that. I won't put up with that against anybody, and I will not tolerate that stuff, guys. That's one thing that will set me off is if you go after somebody like that, it will set me off because I don't.
Yeah.
If you're not going to show respect to other people, then I'm not going to show respect to you. Straight up.
It's like we don't got time for that. I mean, like I'm all over the like.
I am not a cheater, Nathaniel Morgan. Oh wait, no, that is confirmed. Wait a minute, I am
cheaters.
Yeah, you are a cheater. CG called you a cheater, man.
Yeah, we called for hopping. Remember?
Damn it!
All right, so my perspective on it is, you know what I mean? Like, we don't got time for that for one. I mean, like, we'll just sit here and laugh at y'all. I mean, like, if you want to, oh my goodness. But, like, I'm not going to say where or when, but, like, when I'm at work, I like to pop in as many of the streams that I can for the game. And, like, I'm on one of the streams last night, and someone said something about my mom, and I'm like, okay, good for you, bro.
I know, it's like,
what are you getting out of that, really?
That's also part of why we have this streams is we get everybody's point of view on the panel. All of our point of views tend to be different. The Ranger's point of view on Revan is Ranger's point of view, and I have my point of view. And, sometimes we actually agree with stuff.
Sometimes we don't.
Like,
and
Finn
that's okay.
sucks. But,
suck. I think that's
internet trolls.
He's not wrong in what he says.
No. I mean, when a lot of this stuff is subjective, it's an opinion, and the thing is, I'll admit when I'm wrong, and I do it all the time. But again, show respect, guys. You got to show respect. You don't do that. You don't come to our channel and you do that. And if you want to, fine. I'm going to come after you, and you're not going to like it because I'm going to make you look stupid, and I hope you learn a lesson from it. I mean, the old golden rule, treat others as you would want to be treated, it stands. So if you don't have anything nice to say about somebody because you don't agree with the way they say something or do something, if they're just giving an opinion and it's not, putting down somebody or being facetious or evil, then be respectful back. You may not like what they have to say, but you have to be respectful, so. And you can be passionate, but not nasty. So that's all my main point was. All right. For Hermit Fulgrim question, how's everyone's marathon training going? It's going good. My ankle's just not going to take this, so I have no problem of walking that half marathon and not running. And if they have to say you're going to, so I'm like, I don't care. I'm not killing myself.
I'm getting too old. Somebody get me a goddamn wheelchair.
I ran 2 miles yesterday and I had to stop. One, because I've been a little bit under the weather, but my ankle was just killing me. So I'm icing it every day and stuff, but God. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Matt Bailey. Yeah, Ranger, why so cranky? Oh, I already laid it out. Kitch, question for Mike. What are you driving, fella? Is Mike still here? I think he had a... Did he disappear? Is he still here? I don't know what Mike drives. I really don't. Wait, what's going on with the game? What's going on with my OBS? It just froze.
Ruh-roh.
Oh no, that's my YouTube. I was like, what the hell? No, the image on the screen is just...
Yeah, YouTube is frozen.
Oh, that's weird. Hold on, everybody. Wait a minute. Why is that doing that? Hold on. I don't know why that's doing. I'm looking at YouTube and it's just showing...
There we go. Now it's working.
Okay,
That was interesting.
really weird. Yeah, that wasn't OBS or anything. That was just YouTube being really stupid. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I just noticed that. I was like, wait, why are the Night Sisters just standing there? Wait, why are they not moving? What in the tarnation is going on? All right, more questions. Helenix. Hey, Helenix. Question: the alien character in the leaked alleged episode 9 poster looks like Blim Blam from the show Rick and Morty, doesn't it? Maybe? Could be. You know, they do crazy stuff with aliens, and you can say they all look like something else. Oh, goodness. All right, let's see. Dr. Gonzo H. Question: since HK gets so much crit chance from the Darth Revan leadership, would you mod him for crit damage than a tenacity set or something? That's not a bad idea. What do you think there, guys?
I was thinking about that the other night, because his base crit chance is rather high, and then he gets the boost from the other stuff. That would be really nice to see those 200k crits turn to like 300 or 400k with the crit damage set. You know,
right? Not too shabby. Let's see. Contingent 33 question: how's everyone modding their Darth Revan? Which primary stats is in each mod? I haven't really done anything. I've gone speed and offense and all that kind of stuff. Xylo, what are you doing with yours?
Sorry, I was on mute. So I can't give him my Jedi Knight Revan mod yet.
Not yet.
This is Gear 9. So what I did was I took the best loadouts that I had for like speed and health primaries for speed secondaries, and then I took the ones that I had off of Django because I had him at like 114, I think it was, with the mods. So then I loaded those over to Revan so he could be as fast as he could without. Because I'm pretty sure those are my fastest mods aside from like any 6Es. And you know what I mean? Like,
what's all that popping sound coming from your mic, dude?
I don't know. I think it's my other headphones. I'm sorry. But yeah, I gave my Django mods. He sped up really quick.
Yeah, you're popping bad, dude.
yeah.
And Nightbot's still not working. What the?
Potency might be a good, option for him because you want that fear to stick. It can be resisted. I've seen it get resisted.
All right. Yeah, I saw that Helix. Yeah, it was.
So someone was sending Morse code while Xylo was talking.
I'm sorry, guys. It was my headphones and the microphones hitting each other. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Ranger, it was your apprentice calling for help.
He was using the Force on his father like I trained him. Makwa question: should I put the Zeta back on Finn or use them for the OR team? That's a great question. I'm putting it back on Finn. So I've already got the Zetas I need for that team. I don't have one for Fallen Bastila, but it's not a priority. I'm putting it back on. What are you guys doing?
There was a quick update about that. The reason they have been pushing back the Finn change is they ran into an issue where the original change for it was killing Jedi Knight Revan in under a minute.
Okay.
So, yeah, they had to change it. So...
It's a no-win scenario.
Yeah. I think it's still going to be good.
I think it's going to be good, too. You just have to use more resistance. Dana, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it back on. I'm not gonna save it or give it to someone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. All right, let's just check something here. Okay, I only filled 11 today. Let's see how many people are using Darth Revan. Okay, there's one, Codis, but he always does that. That's my brother. Let's see. I'm just looking at the ranks. One Darth Revan. Those guys use trade. They don't use Darth Revan. I know that. No Darth Revan's popping up in my shard. This is a very old shard, too. This is like a damn day one shard. So, interesting. All right. We'll see. Let's see here. Mark Garnett question. What do you think the login tune new tunes focus will be on April? Oh, I have no idea. We could say anything.
Keith Koth.
Oh, oh God. Let's see.
Malik.
See if there's any more questions. I'm going back in. So, Grande, very question. Can you add the option to get a tattoo removed? I'll donate to help Dana look better, not worse. Grande.
That's so rude.
That's not. Some people don't like tattoos.
Dude,
you know
have you seen Dana? She's hot.
I've got a tattoo. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's look, whatever you think of tattoos, one way or the other. Some people don't like them. Some people love them. I love them. I've got one on my left arm, my Ranger tattoo, with the angels and stuff like that. So I don't regret getting it. But, everyone's got different tastes. That's all right. Well,
yeah, it's totally fine if you don't like tattoos. I mean, I love them, and I have a lot of them, and that's great. But things can be worded differently to make it sound better, maybe.
Grande Bear.
Like, I think I look great with my tattoos.
Yes, she looks
and that's all that matters.
That's right. It's how she feels about herself. Toby, one question about Arnold and mobile video. I feel like Kevin doesn't do much in there. This trade team gets buffed just because of Bastila. What do you think? I mean, it's a team. Jedi. I talked to Jedi Master Dasher and some others about this. They're not fans of it. They don't like it. They think it's not going to hold. I'm of the same mindset, but there's some more testing that needs to be done with that. It is showing some results, but it's not
too consuming.
Like
you don't want to rip the triumvirate apart. It's the whole point of having the Sith Empire tag.
Right.
But still though, dude, like for the top 5 in my arena is now Treya with Revan as support.
Well, I've done a couple of different things. Like I've run Thrawn and Treya with the new 3 Sith Empire triumvirate, and that one's still they go and mark either Thrawn or Treya right away. And I mean, and then same thing with Treya and Scion as the other two is they go after those two, and as soon as they're gone, it's over.
Let's see. I'm going through all the comments, guys. Okay, so proper catch question. Considering the Darth Revan team's offense ramps up, I wonder if making the team tanky and fast is the way to go. Kind of my opinion on it. Survivability and speed.
But it's losing defense.
I know, but
so it's still gonna be squishy.
It is, but if you have so it's like percentage. If I'm gonna lose 50%,
100% armor.
Yeah, if I got armor and defense and all that other stuff on my characters with lots of speed, yeah, I'm going to lose some of that, but then it evens out. So that way they're not dying so
better
fast.
Too, yeah.
Because if you're going all offense stuff, no defense, and you start getting the debuffs from that, then yeah, I think it'd hold better. This is kind of what I'm thinking. So I'll play around with that when I get a chance to get all the characters done and finally rocking around.
I've heard people putting crit avoidance arrows on Fallen Bastila too, and having some success with that, but it has to have a really good speed secondary on it, 20 plus.
Yeah, and that's why the trail lead has been working so well, is that crit avoidance. It makes Bastila last just that much longer. I
have one of those. I have a health primary with 17 speed. It's my best crit avoidance arrow. And I mean, even that just kind of makes Treya more durable, but it doesn't make her move as fast as I want her to with speed, right? I only know a select few people with a plus 20 crit avoidance arrow, so they're hard to find.
Yeah, they are.
All right. I think the last question here. From Danny Crane. Question: if Malik is legendary, who will be the 5 we need to unlock? Pick Sith Empire. The 3 that are going to be there is going to be Revan, Emo Basti, and Meatbag Acquirer.
I could see you requiring Jedi Knight Revan for him.
Not really, because of the way that they ended that story arc, where it's like Revan's gone through this journey, and you had the characters left over, and then preview, here comes Malik. I think it's going to be a legendary. I think it's going to be hard. It's going to be 12 plus gear on all those characters, because the reason it's going to be a legendary like that, because not everybody's getting Darth Revan this time. So when they go to get him the second time and they pop Malik, there you go.
Be like the Chewie legendary.
It's going to be like that.
A massive gear check.
Yeah, it's a massive gear check on that.
I just hope they do a marquee for Calo Nord. I want Calo Nord so bad.
Vince lost his. He lost his mind.
You're not the only one, dude.
He's so awesome, god! Dude. And then the way that they made him in that event, he was like a machine gun. If you hit him hit the side guys a couple times, he would go crazy and just one shot one of your characters.
All right, so those are all the questions I got. If I missed one, bear with us today. We're having technical issues with Nightbot. I'm gonna have to have a little talk with that.
Easiest way for that is if we did miss your question, head on over to our Discord and ask it over there. We have a huge community of people, very knowledgeable players that could answer questions as well.
So, yes, we love everybody to have everybody on our Discord. We hang out there. I'm hanging out there more now that I'm done with school. Yay!
Yay!
I finished Dana. Are you proud of me?
We can't get rid of him now. Dang it.
Well, yeah, but now I'm looking for work, and so that's a priority. I've got to start making some money. YouTube ain't gonna do it. It'd be great if YouTube, we had enough viewers and stuff to do that, but we do this just for fun, so.
Wait, you mean you can't live off ramen noodles and Taco Bell sauce packets anymore?
No, I love them, but no, they're delicious, full of vitamins and minerals that I need for a healthy growing boy, but no. But yeah, if we missed anything, just come to our Discord. You can pop a question at me. I'll answer it anytime. I get lots of people send me questions and stuff, and we like just hearing from you. So great community people in our Discord, so check that out. We're going to end the show there, so if you could give us a thumbs up on the video, subscribe if you haven't. We do all kinds of streaming. We got the big Wednesday night stream tonight, so we're going to be covering a lot of stuff in there, like we always do. The longest running Star Wars Galaxy Heroes community live stream in the books, coming up on 3 years. Oh my god, 3 years. I can't believe it. And also check out our Patreon if you'd like to support the channel and all the things that we're doing with all the streaming. Patreon's a great way to do it. So you can go to our Patreon page. It's linked down below, and you can do that. And then last but not least, our Tiltify campaign. You can see we had a lot of wonderful people. Thank you, Mad Dog, and everybody else that donated to the cause. We are getting closer and closer to our $15,000 mark. We are having the big 12-hour stream on Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. with the Jedi Academy and going on the rest of the night. So we are going to try. We're going to raise that money. God dang it, we're going to get that money in there. So please check that out if you haven't already. So on behalf of myself and the wonderful crew, thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Be nice to one another, and we will holler at you later. Peace.
See ya.
Yeah.